Welcome to improving your internship applications in 4 easy steps. The purpose of this resource is to assist you when applying for internship opportunities. In providing this advice, I'm assuming that you have some idea about what industry or sector you wish to work in when you graduate. If not, then I suggest you see a careers advisor before continuing with this resource. Think of your internship application as a recipe that requires 4 key ingredients. First, add some research, namely research about the employer, the role and the industry. The next ingredient is to stand out from the crowd. Another key ingredient is targeting your application. Finally, sprinkle your application with plenty of enthusiasm. Mix all of this together and you'll have a new and improved internship application. Okay, I'll now talk about each key step in more detail. So let's start with step 1, researching the employer. Researching an employer before making your application is important. Once you do this, you need to ensure you insert some of that research into your application. Have a look at my research checklist. This checklist is not exhaustive, so I also encourage you to explore other sources. First on my checklist is doing research online. An obvious starting point is the employer's own website. Additionally, prospects.ac.uk is useful if you want to gain an insight into a particular sector. le.ac.uk/student development is also worth investigating. Certain links within those web pages, such as develop your career or gain experience, contain resources and links that can help you research employers. Next on my checklist are employer presentations. I recommend attending employer presentations and career fairs on campus. Here you can speak to employers and gain information about their sector, which in turn could be useful research for your applications. Programs like Tomorrow's Managers are also a useful way to meet employers and gain information. For details about career fairs, employer presentations and Tomorrow's Managers, visit le.ac.uk/student development. Thirdly, consider looking at trade journals. Trade journals are magazines focused on a specific sector. Examples include The Lawyer for the legal sector and Marketing Week for those with an interest in marketing. Trade journals can be obtained from the library. Finally, why not take the direct approach? This involves contacting the employer and asking for literature about the organisation. Relevant literature might include their annual report, brochures or their quarterly newsletter. Now that you've done your research, how do you include it in your application? Here is an example. Notice how the covering letter has relevant information about the employer. Try to do this in your own applications. Let's move on to the next step, standing out from the crowd. An employer may receive a lot of applications for one internship opportunity. So what will you do to beat the competition? One obvious answer is to stand out from the crowd. By this I mean making your application stand out from the others. Here are some activities that may help you stand out. You could attend employer presentations on campus. You could contemplate taking up a role in a students' union society. You could participate in programs such as Tomorrow's Managers, or maybe try some volunteering. But remember, it will be no use if you don't mention these activities in your internship application. Step 3 is targeting your application. In archery, the aim of the game is to hit the target in order to score points. Similarly, when applying for internship opportunities, you need to target your application in order to score points with the employer and convince them that you're the best candidate. So how do you do this? Well, you need to look at the internship advertisement and identify what skills and competencies the employer wants. Then you need to ensure that your application demonstrates these skills and competencies convincingly. Look at this example. Notice how the CV demonstrates how the applicant has team working skills. It states the skill and provides an example of how it is demonstrated. It also illustrates how the applicant demonstrates IT skills. This is how you should target your own applications. The fourth and final step is showing enthusiasm. Applications that show enthusiasm for an internship opportunity will impress employers and improve your chances of success. Consider these audio examples of students expressing their enthusiasm for a specific application.
I am a highly motivated student with a keen interest in this sector.
I am passionate about marketing and would relish the chance to work for your company.
Did you notice that the students use words such as motivated, keen and passionate when demonstrating their motivation for the opportunity? These types of expressions help communicate enthusiasm for any given role. Have a look at my list of key words. Try to use expressions like these in your applications in order to communicate enthusiasm. And there you have it, 4 easy steps to improve your internship applications. So to summarise, remember to research your employer and the sector. Try to stand out from the crowd by getting involved in useful extracurricular activities. Also, target your application by evidencing the skills and competencies the employer wants. Finally, remember to show enthusiasm. I hope you have found this resource useful. Good luck with those applications and thanks for listening.